Hey guys, we finally hit 1,000 subscribers and I'm pretty stoked about that. Thank you very much. It's been a lot of fun. We've got a cool little family going on here. In this video I wanted to do something a little bit different and special for you guys, so it's a little off the beaten path, but you know, throughout life we come across little tidbits of knowledge or information or something different that, you know, just helps us along the way. And a few years back I was reading a book and I came across this passage in the book, and it has really changed how I just handle life in general and helped me to move forward in things that I really wanted to move forward with. So with all that said, thank you, 1,000 subscribers. I'm just going to keep on posting videos and giving you updates as we go. This has been a lot of fun. I hope you get something out of this. I hope it's, you know, something that you're able to take with you through life. I know it's helping me a lot over the last few years. Enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video. What's up, YouTube? I know this video is going to be a little bit offbeat. This is a propagation, farm, garden, nursery kind of channel, but what the heck, you know, I want to talk about what I want to talk about, so I'm going to do that. Now, I got to talk about this because I think it's important. It's probably one of the most important things that I've discovered for myself in the last, I don't know, 20 years. So here goes. A lot of times people will ask me, Mike, how do you do all this plant propagation? How do you have so many roadies? How do you keep up with all this? How do you become so successful at this? Like, I remember going to a nursery not too long ago, and I was talking to one of the ladies that worked there, and I was looking for some varieties I didn't have of, you know, just some plants, and I was talking to her, and she said, oh, I'd love to have my own nursery. I'd love to have my own greenhouse, you know. And I said, you can have that. You just got to do it. You just got to make it happen. And then I started telling her about the greenhouse that I built and how I just started slowly and started, you know, propagating plants and doing what I love doing. And it eventually evolves into something big. Now, we're a small-time little nursery here, but, you know, I've got hundreds of roadies now, and it's almost a full-time job after work just trying to keep up with this. So I've got this little secret that I'm still trying to figure out here and learn. It's tough because, you know, especially in society these days, our minds go in a million directions. But I was reading this book. It was a couple of years ago, and it was written by Neale Donald Walsch. And I don't know if you've read it. It's called Conversations with God. Here's the book. Yay. Alright. It's an awesome book. Go get it. Anyway, it's not a Christian book. It's not a religious book. It's nothing like that. It's, you know, I'm not trying to scare you away here if you're not into religion. But I'm not a religious person. I do believe in God. I was raised Christian. But, this is a really good book, and basically what it's about is this guy that was homeless. His name's Neale Donald Walsch, and he was down on his luck. He didn't have any money, didn't have a home, and he's saying, he finally got to the bottom of the barrel, and he said, God, why is it so tough in life? Why am I like this? Why can't I get ahead? Why can't I just do more for myself? And you know, he had been writing this, or so no, God started talking to him, and finally one day, and then said, you know, I need you to start writing this book, basically keeping our conversation a record of it. And he claims that God spoke with him, and they talked back and forth, He kept writing the book. The book writing went on for years, and anyway, I think it was like, I don't know, it's been a while since I've read it, 5-6 years, something like that. And finally, you know, Mr. Walsch gets to a point where he says, we've been working on this book, God. You've been talking to me. I've been talking to you. I've been writing for, you know, a long time. And then he would go for months sometimes without doing anything, or without talking to God, or without writing on the book. And he started getting frustrated, and he said, when are we going to get to the end of this? When are we going to actually get to a point where we can publish it? And you know, God finally answered his question, you know, because he was getting really sick and tired of just not getting to the final point of actually publishing the book. And here, I'm going to read this part. This is what God said to him. Let's see here. I'll just start back here. Alright, okay, then I wish for this book to be finished for March. It's October now. I wish for no more than 5 months gap in the material coming. And God says, so will it be. Good. Unless it's not. Oh man, do we have to play these games? And God says, no. But so far, that's how you've decided to live your life. You keep changing your mind. Remember, life is an ongoing process of creation. You are creating your reality every minute. The decision you make today is often not the choice you make tomorrow. Yet here is a secret of all masters. Keep choosing the same thing. When I read that, man, it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I have read that same little line over and over and over and tried to apply it to my life. I printed it out on a piece of paper and hung it up above my computer so I would be constantly looking at it. But that little line, keep choosing the same thing, says, yet here's a secret of all masters. Keep choosing the same thing. And I think that's where so many people go wrong, me included. I mean, we're all human, right? I think that's where we go wrong, is we start getting excited about something in our lives, and we don't get results right when we want them. We don't get results immediately, and so we just get tired of following it, or our minds drift off on something else, or we get excited about something else, and so we go down that path, and before long you're like 10 paths down the road here, and your project that you were super excited about is sitting way back behind you, and nothing's happened. And so not only are you not making progress on what you really wanted, but it's actually kind of fading back further in your mind and falling apart, and it's not going to happen. By the time you go to pick that up again and try to get back on that project, you're starting all over basically. And so I think that is just, God, I mean, how to become successful. I mean, I'm not a millionaire at all, but I make a good living. I have a beautiful family, and we get by just fine, and I enjoy life. Do I wish I had 10 million bucks in the bank? You betcha. Am I always working towards a better, more successful life? Absolutely. I think if you're one of those people that's doing the same, that is the answer. That is the first thing you really need to look at, is to keep choosing the same thing. Stop letting your mind get flooded with all kinds of other thoughts and ideas and things you want to do. Go to bed at night and write down on a list what you're going to do the next day to improve upon what you're trying to get done, your overall goal, and then wake up and do those things immediately. Don't change your mind. Don't get sidetracked. Don't pick some other project. Don't say, oh, it's not going to work because of this, or oh, I've got these other things I've got to do. Keep choosing the same thing. Wake up every morning and keep choosing the same thing, and you'll find success. I really believe that's the big answer that everybody's looking for. I hope you guys got something out of this today. I know it's a little off the beaten path of rhododendron propagation and working on plants, but there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this and take it to heart.